See if we're going to remember how to play this game, shall we? So, we're going to be doing a Journeyman, the Journeydan. I was debating doing a Yes Dan save, like a Yes Man related save. Well, basically, previous what I'd done was whenever I got offered a job, I had to take it, essentially. Which did mean that we ended up taking jobs that I probably wouldn't have taken, and I probably stuck around at other jobs for longer than I normally would. But I just want to kind of keep it pretty free flowing. We'll see how we go in regards to like whether we want to like stick to that or, you know, I'm just keeping it open. We're just going to do a journeyman save. I have loaded all of the Central European and Scandinavian. So we got not all of them all the way down to the bottom, because some of them, like the Portuguese league, for example, when it goes into the like branching pyramid, it gets ridiculous. Like the amount of leagues that you're loading. But we've got extensive league coverage from Austria, Belgium, Denmark, England, Finland, France, Germany, Iceland, the Republic of Ireland, Italy, the Netherlands, Northern Ireland, Norway, Portugal, Scotland, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, and Wales. So, no Eastern European nations, no Baltic nations, and nothing like else around the world. Just because I want to have a broad range of teams that we can manage, and we can always remove leagues as we get further into the save. Like, you know, say we get to the point where we're managing elite teams, we probably don't need all the, you know, the third tier of Swedish football, you know, the third tier of Northern Irish football. We probably don't need that. But we'll see where we end up and what kind of nations we end up managing in, and we'll kind of like dock to that as appropriate. So yeah, tons of leagues on, and I have simmed the first season. So I think it only makes sense to jump into it by having a look at what's actually happened around all the leagues. Like who's won the Premier League, who's won the Bundesliga. It is a European Championship year, so as we're looking for a job, we'll keep an eye on what's going on in the European Championships. See if Gareth Waistcoat can bring England and trophy. Is it coming home? Is it coming home? Who's this? Steve. Thank you so much for the reason, my dude. Big love to you. I give off the tweet. It's a good one. Licking my horn. Right. First off, let's have a look around the leagues. So, unsurprisingly, City have won the Premier League with a total of 95 points. West Ham finished 5th. So it'll be interesting to see if they actually get the Champions League spot there. West Ham, massive West Ham. Breezy will love this. Finishing 5th. Ten Hag is the man. Hold up. What has happened here? What has happened? Eric Ten Hag is in charge of West Ham. There's been some manager movements already. We'll have a look at that in a second. Barca won on goal difference. Doesn't La Liga do head-to-head as well? 90 points apiece. Look at the difference, though. Look at the difference. 25 points between Real Madrid and Atleti in third. That is mad. Milan win La Liga. Who's won the Portuguese league? The Portugueses. Porto. Sporting finishing 4th, below Braga. Not surprising that. Bundesliga. No surprises. Bayern win it. And again, like a massive gap between first and second. Stuttgart, Wolfsburg, Leverkusen and Leipzig finishing lower than I expected, to be honest. Does that mean there'll be positions opening up? I really want to see what's happened in the Premier League, though. League, yeah, 10-point space between Nice. I mean, Nice done well there, finished second. Nice. The Eredivisie, Ajax. So in this timeline, Ajax are good, unlike real life. So yeah, Ajax, PSV, Feyenoord. It's fun. I wouldn't mind. We always seem to end up at a Dutch team and a journeyman for some reason. Not too sure why. We'll have a look at the Scottish League. Celtic by 1 point. Celtic by 1 point. Damn, son. Rangers actually lost fewer games. Just drew too many. The old Spurs problem. And in Belgium, Bruges. It's such a weird league, Belgium. With the regular league phase and then the championship phase. Yeah, Bruges win the title. Antwerp in second. Fun. Right, let's have a look at like some of the manager movements then, shall we? Can you do that through the world? Managers. Here we go. We see retirements. Can we do through transfers, maybe? Staff. Can we filter by what kind of staff? Oh, here we go. Manager. Filter by manager. Ass man. Right, let's just look for big teams here. Here we go. Rafa Benitez has been sacked by Celta. Will Still's gone to Monaco. Will Still. Do you know he plays Football Manager? Have you heard? Have you heard? What else? What else has been going on? I'm just looking for big, like, fairly big clubs around there. Is that Torquay's badge? Got the wrong badge there. Anything else? Anything else fun? Or Simone Inzaghi's been sacked by Inter. Eddie Howe's gone. Here we go. Marco Silva, Eddie Howe, and Simone Inzaghi have all gone. I don't think we're at a position where we're going to be taking their jobs. I'll be honest. Michael Beale's left Sunderland. What else is going on around here? Anything else? Ian Everett's gone. Davy Moyes. Davy Moyes gets West Ham 5th and rides off into the sunset. It's going to be really interesting, actually, seeing some of the manager movements. So we've had... Roberto De Zerbi. So it looks like Roberto De Zerbi got sacked by Brighton and he's gone to Lille. That's pretty wild. Paulo Fonseca's left Lille. Adi Hutter lost the Monaco job. If I've missed anything, if you guys see anything, just put it in chat. Can't resist a Wigan kebab. Absolutely not. Yo, Beyond, how you doing, man? Anything else here? Luton. Rob Edwards! They've sacked him! How can you sack Rob Edwards? I've said it on the pod. Exclamation mark pod, by the way. I don't think there's not going to be one this week because of the way that well, it's Friday. We've not recorded it. There isn't one this week. There'll be one on Monday, I think. Or Tuesday, it'll come out. I think Rob Edwards, whatever happens with Luton this year, he's got a job in the Prem at least. Or at least at a big championship club next year. Andy Howe. Oh, we're at Scouts now. Big Dunk got the can. Alright, so have a look at some of the, like, the Premier League looks to be the, leagues in focus. The Premier League looks to be the wild one with manager movements. So, Newcastle sacked Eddie Howe for his poor league position. And they've not got anyone. So he must have just lost his job. So who's going to end up at Newcastle? Marco Silva got Fulham relegated. Hold up. Fulham got relegated. I didn't look at the relegation spots. Tony Khan's director of football. That's insane. Ange got sacked. Zinedine Zidane. Hold up. Zizou's in. Zizou's in at United. This timeline's already wild. Everyone's favourite manager in the world, everyone's favourite Australian, Ange has lost his job. Urs Fischer's coming in. Or come in. He was the Union Berlin manager. So they got the attacking manager in for 1 year and they've immediately gone back to like a pragmatic manager. Players lost confidence in Roberto De Zerbi. Glasner's come in. All right. So with the data update, Glasner isn't at Palace yet. Rob Edwards, Brian Barry Murphy, the Man City under-21s manager, has got a job. Another pet baller. So David Moyes resigned as he got offered a new job. Where's David Moyes ended up? Palace. Palace sacked Roy Hodgson. Paddy McCarthy's come in. Oh, he was already at the club, like an internal appointment. Zizou and Steve McLaren. The dream team, right? Yeah, Ten Hag's at West Ham. So where's David Moyes gone? David Moyes has been offered a new job. Where's he gone? You saw on the list. I didn't see. He's the manager of Poland. He's the manager of Poland. He's got his hands on Matty Cash. Mateusz Kashish. That is amazing. What a timeline. What a wild timeline. Got the first two letters right. It's close enough, right? I completely forgot about his time at Sociedad. Right. Let's find ourselves a club, shall we? What's available? Oh yeah, these are... Cristiano Ronaldo's retiring. He's tired of earning £3.5 million a week. Only the 500 goals. Pathetic. Yeah, Polish Bob. I'm done, lads. Where is it, Polish Bob, actually? How's he done? Only 21 goals. I did see something wild, actually, on the Premier League tab. So, Clippity clops off. We'll see what happens with the Liverpool job. Jared Bowen finished the top scorer in the Premier League with 19 goals. Erling Haaland is nowhere on here, which is really weird to me. Bernardo Silva's their top scorer with 17. They've not sold him, have they? Surely not. He's usually got like 400 goals. There he is. He's there. Did he get an injury or something? He played 30 games. He only scored 12 goals in 30 games. Did he have a big injury? Pulled his thigh. No, he's just Pep doesn't know how to use strikers. If you had a midfielder up top, I mean, Bernardo Silva did finish top scorer, so 14 in the UCL. Yeah, he's just shite. He's a poor man's Rasmus Højlund. Right. Let's have a look at these jobs then. I've already sorted it by available and the club rating. I should probably talk about like what coaching badges and playing experience I gave myself. Not a lot. So I gave myself the National C license. You know, if I'm going into management, I'd like to think I've done our coaching badge. And I gave myself Sunday League footballer experience because that was my actual experience. I did debate putting myself at like semi-pro or something like that just to give me a few more points. But I thought, no, sod it. I'm going to give myself points in determination because if I remember rightly, that's the attribute that doesn't change. Like determination won't change. Adaptability, if you move around, your adaptability will improve. And all the other ones are dynamic as you move through the game, along with your coaching as you do your badges. So, I thought I'd put all my points that I can have in determination, and then I'll just put a few in working with youngsters. Applies for all. I think, what we'll do is we'll apply for all jobs. You know what? We'll do the old go on holiday thing. I'm going to save the game real quick before we get started. We'll do the old holiday apply for all jobs. Now, I do have a little caveat for the first job. I don't want it to be in the UK. I want it to be somewhere in Europe, in some random nation. So we'll see what happens. I did a test of the database yesterday, just for like the database size and how it's going to run. And I got offered a job at the what's it now? Antwerp B team. So we'll see what happens. All clubs. Indefinitely. Let's see what we get. Need a hatless picture. Get the old Chrome Dome in. Zebra Elites jump out to you. Before Newcastle just take a punt. What we'll do as well, like, we'll come back at the start of the next month. Assuming I assume we'll get some offers for interviews at least. But if not, we'll just come back at the start of next month. And we'll see like who's picked up some of these jobs. Interested to see who ends up at Newcastle. And who takes the Liverpool job, right? Will it cause the chaos that I assume it's going to cause IRL? There we go. There's a lot of unsuccessful job applications there. Amar. Sorry. UK. Decline interview. Port Stewart. Decline. Bala. Is that Ireland? What's going on with her face? Lily Watts. Wash your face, love. Bala. That's in Wales. Decline that. Bray. Deportivo Bray. Look at that stadium. It's in Spain, in the Spanish Segunda. Segunda 2. Right, they just survived relegation. Give her too much work. We're too poor. Can't afford to give her any soap. What are their players like? What kind of wage have you got there? 400 quid. Adair. He's 6'2". That's all I need to know. Lads. I've got a 6'5" striker, if we go here. And he's called Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel. Right, we want this job. And he's 16, yes. All the big meaty boys, please. Let's get down to business, shall we? How do you overcome the relatively big obstacle of not speaking the language? I'm fairly adept at learning languages. Buongiorno. Grazie. The club's got an exciting future. Grow the rep. Maximum 1-year contracts. Mid-table. You know what? Perfect place for us to cut our teeth in the management world. Where does the phrase "cut your teeth" come from? Actually, that's a bit weird, right? Cut your teeth. I'd rather you didn't cut my teeth. Not gonna lie. They've never been higher than Div 4. They're massive. I've got nothing I want to propose. You know what I want to do, actually? Just one sec. Move me up there a little bit. Because I am going to chop this up. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Click the wrong one. Lol. Let's put you lovely lads underneath me here. Marlene. You can go underneath the webcam. There we go. Just, so, if people are watching on YouTube, they can see what I'm actually replying to. Rather than just looking like a maniac. Do you want to respond? Estadio Municipal La Vega. Let's go back on holiday. Keep applying. Any clubs. All right, literally. The Lincoln job was unsuccessful. Godfish, have a word with them, will you? Your weekly jobs update. Zebra Elites. In Belgium. Visa. Ursel Visa. Lucas Dassey. Now that is the face of a man that I want to work with. Look at Lucas. He's rocking the handlebar mustache chops combo. Are the Shalwars B team? I don't know if I want to go into a B team. Right. It's great to be here. Let's get started. I'm fairly adept at learning languages. I'm exploring my options. We're going to get stuck in a job that's has big financial problems. Yeah, dude. It's a hard challenge, but I'll be up for it, Skip. Just on the importance of having the right backroom team. Look, I don't plan on making any changes, son. We're within the wage budget. For a club that is apparently in massive financial issues, we're going to have to, aren't we? Yeah, I've got no demands. There are no demands. Let's go on holiday again. That mustache is fucking magnificent. Rip Lemmy. In before Newcastle just offer us a job. Don't even interview me. Just on pure reputation alone. Port Stewart. That sounds Welsh. Oh, it's Northern Irish. Non-iron. They've got an actual stadium, though, with an actual photo. Can't be worse than Zeddy Howe. Oh, here we go. They've actually offered us a job. Right, we've got no other interviews. Right, let's have a look into their club, then. Actual stadium. Edgar Davids is my assistant manager. What? This is. I couldn't have planned this any better. I could not have planned this any better. Take it. Well, yeah, I've got to, right? Yeah. URSL Visa. Edgar Davids. Also the Belgian league. It's not. We've got to take Edgar Davids to every club we're at. He doesn't look very happy, does he? Don't look happy about it. About the prospect of working with me. Have they fixed the Belgian league bug? Oh, no. The finances were screwed in Belgium. Worth checking. Well, this team... Bearing in mind I've simmed the first season, so this will be, like, actual. By the way, I don't plan on using this tab to make club decisions. But they made a 120 grand profit. There's a slight difference between budget and wage. Yeah. It's almost 200%. Oh, it's because we got this lad on loan. Right, well, what we do is we don't loan the guy on £1,000 a week. That's 1,500 quid knocked off immediately. Where's all this? Surely that doesn't sum to 15 grand. One selling, it's all good. Yeah. Right. You know what we'll do? We'll make a quick save. A quick save before we accept it, just in case this is an actual... Although, it's a journeyman. If it turns out that there is financial issues in Belgium, we'll just resign and go and find a new job. Large majority of teams lose a shitload of money in Belgium. Yeah. That can't be his real face. That's got to be a bad photo. Speaking as a man who's got a very large forehead, that is the largest forehead I've ever seen. Nicholas Gerrits. Right. We've got our first job. How much are they paying me? 475 quid a week. On a 1-year deal. Can we get an extension after promotion? Full 5 head. 6 head. Edgar's on 600 quid a week. That might be one of the problems with our wage. We're paying Edgar Davids 600 quid a week. Cool. Welcome, Big Meaty. Ursula Vissev today confirmed the appointment of Big Meaty as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football. This is true. The appointment of the inexperienced 36-year-old replaces previous manager Jose Riga. Finished the season 9th place. All right. Ursel Visa. Got Edgar Davids as the assistant manager. He's a terrible assistant manager. He's a passable coach. We'll see how he turns out. He's got decent determination and level of discipline. That's all we care about. And he can speak the language. That's what we're going to need. He speaks da language. Now, I'm not going to be doing the role play of I can't do team talks until we've learned the language. We're not going that in depth. All right. Let's see what we can do with this squad then. Avoid relegation. We'll try. Schedule a press conference. I hate doing press conferences, but I feel like we should do, because I don't know if it's the same in this game, because I've not done a journeyman for a while, actually. But when doing interviews, like, I've seen people not get jobs because of, like, well, maybe it just factors into it, but when the team or the board ask you, you know, why have you got such a bad reputation with the press and stuff like that? Throwing the bottle is a universal language. It is true. Tactical direction required. All right, Edgar. I've not even looked at the boys, and he wants me to create a tactic. Right, first off, can we stop playing the terminate loan? Right, season's over. We don't need to be paying these boys money. Immediately terminate all these loans. We've apparently got a lot of very good potential players, but this is based on Edgar Davids' recommendation. I've no idea where these stack up to. Like, is he actually ours? Yeah, let's bring him up to the first team. I've no idea where these stack up, like, compared to our first team, but I guess we'll find out. They have a Twitter. Of course they do. They're a football team. That's a good point, actually. Is this a professional football team? We're semi-pro. Okay. No wonder us paying Edgar Davids 600 quid a week is such an issue. What should we have here? Could have the inbox there. Let's have player stats. Whatever. Let me click on the drop down, please. Is it just gonna keep doing this? Oh, there's that thing that you need to do in the. It's fine now. Cheap labor. Yeah. So what we need to do is get rid of all these guys who are earning a shed load of money. Then is Bunchukov. Doesn't actually look too bad, actually. But they're earning a lot of money, and we don't have. And that's one thing we don't have, is a lot of money. Right, so we're looking to be 270k in debt at the end of the season. Sorry, in the black at the end of the season. So we need to make about up to $500,000 a year to keep ourselves afloat, really. Is about $500,000. Expenditure and then turnover. So we need to find £500,000 worth of players to sell, which is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. That's for a senior affiliate. That's a good point, actually, yeah. Do we have any affiliates? We've nothing. Okay. Look for a senior affiliate. Some extra income. Please work what you got available. All right. Well, what I've got available is no money. Right. Actually, how many people's contracts are up? Right. All these guys are out of contract. There's only... Right. We need to figure out who of these we want to keep around. The nice thing is, our 600 quid, even though he is probably our best player, our guy on 600 quid a week is out of contract. Keep the 2 5-stars. Well, he's on loan. We've just cancelled his loan. So, like, keep these two, you say? They're on so much money, though. They're both on 600 quid a week. Belgian Cup run is needed. It's true. Right. Well, we've got till the end of the month to figure out what we want to do with this. What we need to do, spend a little bit of time doing, is doing the boring part, which is, you know what? I am going to roleplay this bit. Lucas Dassey. You can decide what stuff we've got. Or, I'm going to take them all, and we're going to try and find a technical director. Unless there's someone, actually. Well, we can only have it with them. Am I allowed a technical director? I'm not allowed a technical director. I can get a director of football, though. Make it all Edgar. Put him to work. He knows nothing. He knows nothing, Jon Snow. All right, I'm allowed 2 coaches. Right, let's find ourselves a director of football. Minus $4,000 wage budget. We're going to need someone who's happy to work basically for free. I don't really care about this. Let's do, like, Actually, no, I kind of want you to recommend some people. One person, Romeo Jozak. He's on 2.3 grand a week at the minute. I don't think he's going to join us, you know. All right, Carlo Van Acker. It looks like 50-year-old Herb. Belgium, extensive. What's your job history, son? Where have you worked? Nowhere. Excellent. He's just some bloke. He's just turned up. Straight from the job centre. Part-time. He's happy being part-time. Do you reckon we can offer him a part-time director of football role? And because I'll give you a 1-year contract extension after promotion. Because we're offering him a better role, you'll take a bit less money. £675 a week. £675 a week. It's not going to happen, is it? Let's take the negotiating out of it. I don't need him to do any negotiating. I'm the negotiator. Right. Grosjean. Look, he knows everything. He's been everywhere in Belgium. And he's not actually earning a wage at the minute. Approach the sign. Director of football. 650 quid a week. It's more than I'm on. I'm about 300 quid. And if we win the league and get to the semi-final, get to the final of the Belgian Cup, I'll give you £5 grand. You know, extra 3 months' wages. What does he say? He says no. Do we need a director of football? I don't want to have to look after the staffing. And I don't necessarily trust the director because he hired me. Why do I have tactical knowledge on? I was dumb. Carlo Van Acker. Thierry Gran Turco. He looks like he's from... Some others do have him. Right, he wants Dick Hall for that. So if we do that, 200 quid. Everybody wants 575 quid a week. All right. Fine. I'll look after hiring all that. I'm the technical director. Eddie Youth. Does the assistant manager count as coaching staff? Minimum wage, 550 quid. Right. That's a point, actually. All right, so Edgar Davids has just signed an extension. Okay. So it was what a weird career transition. He was the player manager at Barnet. He was the assistant manager at Telstar. Olenense manager. Then he was the Dutch assistant manager. And now he's the assistant manager at this part-time club in Belgium. Wild. Tactic. We're not going to have any players there next summer. Let's, you know what? Let's do it, shall we? Can we not release all these boys? Release the Kraken. All of these lads. We're gonna... Can I not set them as... I thought you could set players as due to leave or whatever it's called. One last thing I want to do. Do that. Tactics-wise, 4-4, F2. That's what we're going to do. Mr. Breezy! Thank you so much for the reason, my dude. How are you doing, sir? They hammed good. Up the ham. They were massive. I mean, we could play any kind of formation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait and see what kind of players are still at the club. I do have these very exciting children. Whether they're actually going to be any good is a different matter altogether, though. Actually, yeah. How many rules? Must have at least 2 under-21 players. Match must have at least 9 players trained by the club. Oh, it's B teams only. All right, we don't have to worry about any of those. That's the relegate? No, just that. Thank you. 221 players, that's cool. 5 subs used. Does it tell you how many subs you can have on the bench? No trialists. 7 foreign-based players over the age of 22 allowed at a time. On loan at a time. Am I blind? We know I'm dumb, but am I blind? Doesn't actually tell me how many players I could have on the bench. I guess we'll find out in RP. You're running on empty. Well, it's the weekend now, son. Players currently unhappy. What are you unhappy with? You have to deal with this. Unhappy with agreed playing time. There's a real good way that I can resolve this, lads. And that's by just letting your contracts expire and you never darkening my doorstep ever again. Edgar! It's good to see you, son. How are you? Now, I know I've just arrived, but I think I'm going to go on holiday. Player targets. I'm going to attend the meeting. And I'm going to end the meeting. And what we'll do is we'll get every month, I'll get a summary into my inbox. That's what we'll do. I'm doing a lot of sleeping. It's going to be glorious. I don't know playing time. We've got 6 players left. West Ham have West Hammed fully. So first off, David Moyes. David Moyes is now the manager of Poland. He left West Ham because he got offered this job. And West Ham, well, good news is Lucas Paqueta's still at the club. Bad news is Kurt Zuma's still the captain. Ten Hag ball, baby. He took Mitchell van der Haag with him as well. Eric Ten Hag. He got sacked from United for poor league position. And also, West Ham got 5th spot, son. You're in the Champions League. Look at that. Reclaim the club's financial damage. I've done it. I've done it, lads. Lucas Dassey, you are welcome, sir. We're still spending a lot more money than we should be on wages. Set pieces. Edgar, can you not do this for me, son? Let's go hybrid. Just the near post. We'll be balanced. We'll near post it. We'll stay high. We'll do outswingers. Like my nuts, we'll be outswinging. Look, none of you guys are going to be here next year. Reverton? Raw! The top 2 get promoted, though. So where does promotion take you? It takes you to the Challenger Pro League, which is the 2nd tier, right? Set pieces. Look, you just look after that for me, son. Oh, one other thing I want to do. I wish you could pre-set up all this. So when you join a club, it just does this automatically. So I don't want anyone who's like... I want nothing coming into my inbox. Minimum grade A star, please. Stop scouting when they transfer somewhere. Yeah, whatever. Do that. Oh, and also, can I set who handles my scouting meetings there? Responsibilities, scouting. We've got a chief scout for a reason. I'm going to put this on because I have a horrible habit of... Oh, you know what, actually. After matches. And continue game timeout. Because I've just got I've got a terrible habit of talking to chat and sitting on a screen that's not doing anything. When you know, make Bergvine offer. We made him leave his shortlist, which is basically just, you know, a link to the Ajax transfer markets page. Drag the scouting budget. I could lower the scouting budget, actually. How do you do that again? How do you change your scouting budget? Scouting budget. Right, it needs to be a minimum of 1950. No scouting. Right. Oh, thanks for informing me of the Europa League format. I'll definitely need to do that this year. You can be given a professional contract. Unfortunately, we are amateur. Meaty to meet the media. That was a lot of M's. A tongue twister. Let's meet the media. Let's kick this off, shall we? Hi, Big. I feel like I need to change wherever the setting is. That allows it, addresses me in a different way. Because just having Lena Schumacher call me, hey, Big, feels a bit creepy. Big room for one journalist. And no manager. I'm here, lads. It's a real honour to be interested with this role. I'm excited for the future. Take a seat. Any seat. Please. Please, anyone, turn up. Are you confident that the chairperson shares your ambitions for the club? I do, yes. What me and the chairperson talk about is private, and it'll remain that way. I do, yes. Our discussions are often creative, and lots of good ideas floating around. It's usually, like, facial hair care tips. You're taking this job without being able to speak French. Ha-ha! Well, it's a good job we're in Belgium then, love. They speak French in France. Tomorrow there will be another geography lesson, so feel free to come back. What? Can you speak a little more slowly in the future? Cheers. Don't have much of a reputation. I've never heard of you either, love. So, you know, wind your neck in. reputation's got nothing to do with it. My reputation does not precede me, which is probably a good thing in all honesty. Visa aren't the richest of clubs, so there's a serious stumbling blocks. I think it'll be held back by the financial situation at the club. It's not appropriate for me to comment on. I made any decisions regarding your backroom team. Yeah, I love Edgar Davids. I love Edgar Davids. I won't make any changes. What was the allure of coming here? They offered me a job, and I have bills to pay. So, desperation? I'm not going to say that Visa are a massive club, because they're not. The only appropriate club for that would obviously be West Ham. Managing any football team's a privilege. What do you think of the Visa squad? Well, I found out I'll only have about 6 of them left next year, so I don't want to talk about it. Negative. All right. It's getting a bit hot in here. What role can the supporters play in moving this club forward? How many supporters have we got? I'll take the job very seriously. I'll earn all 4 of their trust. The long-term potential at Ursula Visa. As far as our performances allow, you know. Negative! What? What's wrong with you, Lena? It's getting frosty. My staff and I are going to be meticulous. I've got Edgar Davids. Will you keep Nicholas Gerrits as your captain? I don't know if I'm going to keep him at the club, to be honest. He's been a little bitch. Oh, he's here next year. I mean, with 10 leadership. With a whinging 10 leadership, fairly determined man. He is quite determined, I'll give him that. He's terrible, though. He's a wingback, if anything. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's our captain. Don't want to hear a proper answer from you. This is my proper answer. Lena, as far as our performances will allow. How important is it to have players like Rafael Leai to build around? Well, he's in next year as well, so we're going to be building a lot around him. He's fast. And as we know from Turkish FM Twitter, only thing that matters is speed. He knows what I want to see from him. Kurowi, I don't want to talk about individuals. Some managers are famous for the hands-on approach. Others, a more reserved manner. They can come to me with anything, because I'll definitely be knocking on their door when they're putting in 5.3 training ratings. So, August Pocket. I think the press conference could have gone better. What do they want from me? Notable highlights was her saying hello. Lena Schumacher hates me. The Visa Football Informer. That could have gone better. Well, you could have invited some different officers. It was me having a one-on-one. It was basically a speed date with Lena Schumacher. Well, basically all these boys are leaving up. Have I not fired you all yet? Release these boys. They're not getting paid anything. Lol. The only one I really want to keep hold of. Holy shit! Robin Incel is 6'9", lads. Jesus Christ. They breed them big in Belgium, don't they? Yeah, just one-on-one interview. Just me and Lena going at it. Like hammer and tongs. Yeah, we've got this, like, giant... Wait, have I just released my 6'5" striker? I think I might have done, actually. I don't just... I have no idea what's going on. There we go. Oh, released players. I'm going to be devastated if I've released my 6'5" striker. Where's he gone, then? Oh, was he at the other club? Maybe it was a different club. All that matters is I've got a 6'9" goalkeeper, so things are looking up. Especially me in team talks. Right, Jordi Maluka. I mean, he's crap, isn't he? These are the guys that are going to be here next year. Gerrits is our captain. He's a fullback, maybe. Leai's fast, so we like that. Felcher. Okay, we've got a slow... I don't even know what you are. He's slow. I know that much. And Jordi Maluka. It's not looking good, lads. Not a lot of talent here. Wilson! Are you sure we need all these things being coached, Edgar? Are you sure that's something that we need to be doing? Right, we've got a fitness coach. We've got a goalie coach. And it's going to be me and Edgar just... All right, he's a good coach. All right, you're going to do all that. And I'll help. Edgar's doing it all. The quality of our training sessions are not going to be massively high. But, you know, this is it's the third tier of Belgian football. We've all got to dig in. The season's not technically over yet, is it? Or is it the 25th where the season turns over? I think it is. So Bergwijn's off to Man United. Pedro? Zizou's cooking something. I'm not too sure how good it smells. Oh, George just sent the Visa kits. What a legend. It's got the config in there and everything. Beautiful. Visa. Oh, you made them? I assumed that... I appreciate that. Thank you so much. What a legend. Let's reload them. Reload skin. Bayern Munich are losing to Freiburg. Keck. Tuchel. Why? If they're announcing that Tuchel's not going to be there next year, right? And there's already rumours that players are unhappy and kicking off and stuff. Why haven't they just got rid of him already? Because if the players don't like him and they know he's not going to be there next year, why are they going to try at all? I don't get it. So, let's see if these are loaded in. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Jord. What a hero. I actually really like that, the home kit. Looks sick.